Hey guys, welcome back to the channel with me Lee, aka Babelstar, and today we've got the gold camo guide for the NZ41 assault rifle from Call of Duty Vanguard and Warzone Pacific. The NZ41 is a great gun. I've managed to use it in both Vanguard and Warzone, and it is one of the better grounding weapons in Warzone Pacific. It has decent range, not terrible recoil, although there are easy guns to use at a distance, and the mag size, while usable, isn't the best. However, that doesn't really matter too much in multiplayer. I've opted to go for Ghost, Forward Intel and Scavenger, as on this gun we don't have a ton of ammo and this will help a little bit. If you've got her unlocked, Solange is one of the better operators for this weapon, as it is her favourite I believe, and you'll get a bit of extra experience while using it. So let's get into it and take a look at the camo requirements for the NZ41. As usual, we have Pack Tactics at first, which is simply 400 eliminations. It's one you do not need to focus on, just stack it with other camo challenges and complete them at the same time. Next we have Surgical, 100 headshots. This is another one that shouldn't really be too difficult to achieve, as you're likely picking up headshots in general gameplay anyway. However, if you are struggling, try to use small amounts wherever possible and you'll be more likely to get close to the enemy, and this should help you get those headshots. There is another headshot challenge later to be aware of that requires particular attachments, so I recommend not worrying about the headshots too much until you've got those particular attachments available, then you can get them all banged out at the same time. Predatory Ambition, 50 multi-kills. This means at least 2 kills between your deaths. These will likely come in regular gameplay for most of us, but if you are struggling, just try slowing down your gameplay, hold back a little bit, don't be the first one rushing through the door, and dare I even say it, camp a little bit. Smaller maps like Das House and Shipment will give you the best chance of getting quick back-to-back kills, so focus on survival and pick up the kills where possible, and you'll get this one done in no time. Next up we have Reptilian. 30 Bloodthirsters, which are 5 kills without dying. Similar to Predatory Ambition, just a little bit more difficult. And this is the one in honesty where people tend to struggle. 5 kills without dying in multiplayer can be tricky, and you're going to come close on several occasions, getting 3 and 4 kills and then dying. It's infuriating, you just got to keep calm and carry on. You will get this one with time. But to increase your chances, I'd recommend smaller maps, again, Das House and Shipment. There are so many enemies so close together that the chances of getting these kills in quick succession are much higher. However, this is personal preference and some players may prefer to go to larger maps and sneak around, but I imagine this will take significantly longer. This is also where Frenzy can really help out, as it starts health regeneration after each kill, and this health regeneration could be the tiny bit of difference that keeps you alive and ready for the next kill. Oh, and do remember those stims. Deadeye, 100 long range kills. This one speaks for itself. The NZ41 can be tricky to use at range, but it's not the worst gun by far. To make it slightly easier, you may want to swap out the sight for one better suited to range. You'll obviously need to try and get on maps that have the potential for long range kills, such as Demyansk, which is one of my favourites. I recommend getting on the barrel behind the small hut that's opposite the church and taking out everyone to the left of the church and on the church roof. However, if you are on the other side, the church roof is as good a spot. There are plenty of great locations on other maps, such as the Climbable Tree on Numa, the main road from the spawn point in Berlin, and surprisingly Das House. If you aim straight down the middle section, you get lots of people camping that area. However, you do get a lot of people firing back, so it's a case of getting a kill, dying, getting a kill, dying, but again, this shouldn't take too long. However, if you don't like the idea of using this gun at range on a smaller map, like Das House, it's a good idea to have a close range setup you're working on at the same time. So if you get put into a smaller map, just use the close range weapon and you'll be able to work that at the same time. It saves you having to leave the lobby, go back in again, and just takes forever. Berserker, 100 close range kills. Das House. That is all. Yeah, but seriously, this map is made for close range kills. Just play the game, you'll get the close range kills in no time. However, if you are struggling, just focus on getting close to the enemy. Take up positions where if you see an enemy, they're going to be close to you anyway, for example the size of room that you're in. And make use of hip firing. Try using recoil booster as the muzzle, or weave custom barrel, and the SMLE pistol grip for the underbarrel, the pine tar grip for the rear grip, and the orb weaver folding as the stock. This way you don't need to aim down sight, which will save you some time and may just give you the edge in those close range gunfights. And this should hopefully help you get those kills. WILDCAT, 250 kills with 10 attachments. This one's nice and easy guys, simply bang on the first 10 attachments that become available and carry on. As your preferred attachments become available to use, simply swap them out and focus on one of the more difficult camo challenges. This will come naturally. Survivalist, 100 headshot kills with specific attachments. So for this one, obviously use the attachments that's required as become available and go for headshots. This will complete the headshot challenge from earlier, which is obviously why I recommended doing them both together. However, the same advice obviously applies. With the correct attachments, head over to the smaller maps and play with headshots in mind. The attachments you need for this one are the barrel, you want the Orb Weaver 360mm BC, the stock you need is the LOR MK3 SC, and the Defender kit. Make sure you're using either the fast mag or no mag at all, as the other ones affect your headshot multiplier, and this obviously will affect how many headshots you're likely to get in a game. Next, we have Mind Games, 100 aim down sight kills with specific attachments. The attachments you need are the barrel is the Ravenwood 480mm number 2, the magazine you need is the .303 British 20 round fast mag, and the proficiency required is acrobatic. Ensure you've got all these selected and go for the kills. Aiming down sight is something we all do naturally anyway, don't even worry about it, don't think about it, just get into a game and go for it. If you find you aren't aiming down sight as much on smaller maps, simply go for the bigger ones where you don't really have much choice other than to aim down sight. But either way, I think you'll be fine. And finally, we have Death Artist, 100 kills without taking any damage from the enemy you kill. So to be clear, that is do not take damage from the guy that you kill, not that you can't take any damage throughout the entire match. You also need to have the following attachments equipped. The barrel you need is the Orb Weaver Custom, the magazine you need is the 8mm Clouser 30 round, and the stock you need is the Orb Weaver Folding. Once you've got these attached, I recommend Das House and Shipment, as this is all about kills. Obviously you need to try not to let the other player damage you, which we do all the time anyway, but I feel like this is a numbers game. Simply get the kills and a percentage of the kills will be without you being damaged. And if you struggle to get this one, then camp. You know, play a little slower. You'll get there eventually. I really don't think you'll have a problem with this one. And that, guys, is the camo challenges done for the NZ41 assault rifle, a gun I actually really don't mind using. If you enjoyed this video, guys, or just found it useful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing so you know when the next video is out. And if there's something you thought I could have done better or something else you'd like me to cover, please drop a comment and let me know. Thank you again so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!